received a request on my foundation and my skincare regimen. So I'm going to show you exactly what it is I do. Now for the camera and when I go out with my girlfriends, I do something a little different than every day. So today I'm going to show you what I would do if I were going out or if I'm making a tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I did was I already filled in my eyebrows, as you can see. That's what I do first. And then I use this product. This is Benefit's It's Potent Eye Cream. Cream is great for if you have dark circles like I do, and I have them, believe me, lack of sleep. But just put it on like this, and you want to do it very, very gently, all the way up. Just pat it on all the way up. And I got this from Sephora, and it seems to be helping me. I've been using it for a couple months now. I mean, my eyes look like a raccoon. So I think that they're getting a lot better. And I try to put this on twice a day. So at night and in the morning, I put this on. As far as what I use to clean my skin, I've tried everything. I've tried Murad, I've tried Dr. Brandt, everything. And what I've noticed that works best for me is MaryKay's 3-in-1 cleanser. I have normal to dry skin, and that is what I use. I absolutely love it. I don't break out. It cleans my skin. It exfoliates as well, and it's Timewise, so it helps you out with aging, supposedly. I don't know, I guess, but it works for me. No breakouts, and it's a really good product. It's light. MaryKay is really easy to get to, so I recommend it for my skin type. I don't know, you know, everyone's skin type is different, but that is what I use. Then I also use this. It's a Neutrogena. It's for acne, and you can get this at like CVS or Walmart or Walgreens, whatever. And I tend to have breakouts during that time of the month, like a lot of women do. Like for instance, yesterday I had this bump here. I don't know if you can see it, but this bump right here, honey, that thing was about the size of a nickel. I am not exaggerating. My boyfriend was looking at me like, ew, what is that? Oh my goodness. So what I did was I just put this on, and it instructs you to put it on like every 4 hours, and it really, really works. And I didn't even do it every 4 hours. I did it twice yesterday before I went to bed, and I woke up and now it's smaller. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. It's great. It's Neutrogena, and I don't even know what this name is because it doesn't have a name on the actual tube, but it is for breakouts, and it's supposed to, it guarantees you'll see a difference within like 4 hours or something like that. So check it out. It works for me. I think it instructs you every 4 hours to put it on, and it does dry your skin out because I guess it's drying out the bump, but try it. It works. And then the next thing I do, and we're gonna do this together, is I have to have my MAC Studio Moisture Tint, and my color is the darkest color that they have, which is Dark Plus. Okay? And I put this on prior to. And I always, for some reason, I just kind of pat my face down with a tissue beforehand. I don't know, I'm just weird like that. Probably don't need to, but it's what I do. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, like so. And then I take my stippling brush from Sephora, and I go downward, all over. Like this. All down here, my chin. Only a little bit because it's just to moisturize your skin with a little tint to it. I don't even know how much it was. I think it was like $20, and I did review it in my October favorites, but honestly, it's an all-time favorite. I use it all the time. Like this. Then I'll just take like a foundation brush to get into those areas that you can't really get into with the stippling brush as easily, I guess. And just get all around in there like this. Okay. Then the next thing that I use, I didn't get this out prior to, and I'm so sorry guys, I'm unorganized, but I use my MAC, it's MAC Select Moisture Cover. See, and it looks like their lip gloss. And my color is NW40 because I have yellow undertones, okay? And I love it because it's so easy to apply it. You just need a little bit. And you decide on whether or not you want to put it on before or after you apply your foundation. It's just your preference. But I always put it on before, and then I take a foundation brush. And since this is just what I do for my skincare and my foundation routine, my eye makeup isn't done. But normally before I do this, I do my eye makeup first because of fallout. I do my eyes first, and then I go in and I do my foundation. But whatever your preference is, you know, everyone is different. But to me, it just works out better that way. And then I just pat that on around to try to cover up these dark circles. Just pat it around like that. And then if I have blemishes, I do. So what I'll use for my blemishes is the NC50, the potted concealer like this from MAC for my blemishes. If I see them and they're really sticking out and they're really looking bad or what have you, then I'll use it. I typically put it on, depending on how bad the blemish is, I'll put it on before and after. Okay, so, and for that I like to use my fingers because it melts, I guess you could say, or warms up the foundation, well, the concealer, which makes it blend a lot better. So I will use my fingers for that. But today I'm not going to put any on. I think I'm okay. And what foundation I use Makeup Forever's HD Foundation. I love this foundation, and I did a tutorial on it for my October favorites. My color is 177. And then it usually takes about 2 squirts of this. And I put that on the back of my hand, same way. And I use my e.l.f. powder brush that I got in a set. And y'all, I was sleeping on this brush, really, because I was using the stippling brush. And it works with the stippling brush, don't get me wrong, but I like it with this one better. And this brush was cheaper. Who knows? So I just pat it all around my face like this. Pat, 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 all around. And then I just get to buffing. Like this. And you want to get up into your hairline because you don't want to look like you have on a mask. So you want to get all up into, and try to go downward, okay? Just like you're painting, just try to go downward. Buff it until you get the desired look. Buff, 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 buff. And I get all down in here. I buff all up in there because I don't want any lines at all. And then for the top part, I will use my flat foundation brush to get into those hard to reach. So for the top part, I use my foundation brush to get into all those hard to reach areas. And I think I'm gonna get a little bit more, maybe usually I only need 2 squirts, but I'm gonna get a little bit more. also take this brush and get down underneath of my eyes like this. All up in that hairline. Okay, so that's that. And then the next thing that I use is I use Makeup Forever's HD Powder. So, to set it, and I just, first what I do is I do it underneath of my eyes first. And I use this blending brush that I did get from Sephora. I believe it's for your eyeshadow, but it works better for me this way. And you only need a little bit, like this. And then I pat that. I just pat, pat, pat very lightly underneath of my eyes. Just like this. Okay. You don't want too much because it will, you don't want like a white residue, and especially on my skin tone because, you know, I'm darker, so I don't want that. So you just pat, 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 and it helps to get rid of pores and fine lines and so forth. And then I'll take a little kabuki brush, small, just a little bit, tap it off, and this is how I set it. Just like this. And I focus like on my T-zones, honestly. I mean, you know, my cheeks and my chin. And then you don't want too much because you don't want it to look white if you're, you know, a dark complexion. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes, and I'm not even gonna say that I use this all the time, but this is another great item. This is Urban Decay's complexion primer potion, and you're to put this on before you put anything on. So you would just need a dab of this, and I'll just put a little dab on my hand. Just need a dab of it, and then you can, I work it, when I do use this, I work it in with my fingers. So I just take it and I work it in, and it really does help with pores and fine lines and so forth. And then you would put on your moisture tint or whatever. I mean, I don't know, that's what I do. And then I will put everything else on. And that's it. This is it, you know? So if you have any questions or any comments or anything, please let me know and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.